What's happening? Happy Sunday, wherever you are listening. Probably going to be listening on Monday, I bet. A lot of these podcasts don't get downloaded over the weekend, especially on Sunday, especially on Father's Day. But you know what? Hey, it's Father's Day. I can do what I want, right? I can do a podcast if I want. Don't you agree? I'm glad you're listening. And like I said, this is probably, most people get this Monday, and I'll have another one Monday afternoon. But I had this revelation. I guess not a revelation. That sounds pretty dramatic, but I thought about why don't people go for their goals and their dreams? What are they worried about? What's their concerns? And I thought the biggest one, and I know there's a bunch of them. I know there's a ton of reasons why, we're afraid of failure. We're afraid of this. We're afraid of that. I mean, they're for good reason. I mean, I get it. Believe me, I get it. But I also thought that one of the reasons I think that people don't go on their own is because they're going to feel alone. You're going to feel by yourself that no one else is out there. No one else is going through the same thing. Like you'd go off and you would take this chance, but you'd have no one to talk to or no one to relate to. And I think that's a real fear. I mean, it's whether you're switching jobs, because what happens when even if you switch a job, you're going to a place where you know nobody. You're by yourself. There's no one else there to talk to. You're going into a new situation, new scenario, new people. People don't know you. You don't know them. So there's this whole weird, what do I say? Do I say this person? Is this person? Can I trust this person? There's this whole weird thing about going out and doing something different. And I think when you go for your dreams, it's that, but to the 10th degree, because what happens is now all of a sudden you're cast out on. It's like you're cast out on a ship. There he goes. He's out by himself. See it. You're waving goodbye to people on top of it. That's the picture I get. You're waving goodbye to people, but you're waving goodbye to people, all the people that you've worked with, your friends, your family, and then you're on a ship full of haters, and that's going out in the middle of whatever the ocean. But I just wanted to tell you, and if you're thinking about this and you feel this way, many people have felt the exact same way. I mean, I don't think, number one, you're not alone there, because I think whenever you go out and do something different, you feel like that. But you're not the only one that's ever felt that way. But I think what a lot of people have found is when they go out there, all of a sudden you meet new friends, you meet new people that are in the same boat, that are going through the same things, where you're concerned about the same things. You guys have the same interests and the likes, and the other person understands that you're struggling, and there's a lot of concern and doubt that creeps in your mind. But I think just knowing that's so crucial and so key to going for your dreams, that you're not by yourself. You're not alone. There are other people out there doing the exact same thing you're doing, and they have the same fears that you have or you're going to have. You're not by yourself. And it's interesting, because when I've done this, the first thing that happens is you get, the haters come out, of course. We talk about that a million times. What are you doing? Why are you doing that? That's crazy. Doesn't make any sense. What are you going to do for a job? Why are you moving down there? Then this anger, they get upset with you. I can't believe you're doing this. This is crazy. But then slowly but surely, you start finding these other people that are in the same exact situation that you're in, that it is okay, and your thoughts and your feelings that scare you, other people are feeling the exact same thing. And it's important to reach out to those people, and so you can bank ideas off each other. It takes a lot of stress and a lot of pressure off you when you can talk to somebody that is in the exact same situation. So for example, I mentioned my buddy, there's a guy named Brandon Hanley. He's got a fatherhood podcast, Fatherhood for the Rest of Us podcast. He's in town this weekend, and it's interesting before we started this journey, I would have never met Brandon Hanley in a million billion years. But now that we're on the same page, we're going through the same things. I can say things to him that I can't really say to anybody else. Like, hey, I'm kind of worried about this. Gosh, I hope this works out. But he's going through the exact same thing, and it makes you feel good that you're not the only one out there going through these things and struggling. And I'm telling you what, when you first step off on that edge and you jump, man, it's scary. It is scary. You are worried that you are doing this all by yourself. What's going to happen? Am I going to make it? I mean, what are people going to say? Gosh, I got bills to pay. But the longer this goes on, the stronger it gets. The more ability and confidence that builds within you. And this is what I'm trying to get across to you today, that if you are in that situation where you are concerned about maybe trying something different, trying something new, trying a new career path, switching jobs, Same thing with a relationship. You're trying to end a relationship, whatever you're going through. There are other people out there going through it, and that have already gone through it, and that are on to the other side. That's another peace of mind, that when you meet people that have gone through it and are doing the same thing that you've done, and life doesn't end, it makes you feel a lot better about what you're going through. And it's the same thing whether you're dealing with stress, whether you're dealing with, whatever. You name the problem or the situation that you're trying to work on and get better at. At first, there's the scary point. Second point, there's doubt and there's anger from a lot of people. But like I said, it's just so interesting. Like it's like a magnet. You start attracting these people that are going through the same thing, and it makes you feel better. It makes them feel better, and it makes you feel like, hey, it's okay. It's gonna be okay. I think that's one of the biggest things that stop people from going for their dreams, or switching jobs, or having that self-confidence in themselves that they can do this. Because I believe in you. I truly do. I believe you can do this. And we can hold each other accountable. I always say, email me. Shoot me an email. Hey, Jeremy, I'm thinking about switching jobs. I'm thinking about doing this. I'm thinking about breaking this habit. What are you thinking? What are your opinions? And I think when you ask somebody, that's instead of that, if you're in the situation working a 9 to 5 and you're asking the same person right next to you, hey, this is what I'm thinking, their obviously answer is going to say, what are you thinking? I mean, that's crazy. You shouldn't be doing that. But when you go out there and you find like-minded people, gosh, I tell you what, it just makes you feel better. It makes me feel better. Like I said, I don't know if it's going to make you feel better or not, but it does make me feel better that you're not out by yourself. You're not alone. There are people out there. There are groups out there you can get into. I've recently started a meetup here in Asheville. If you're in Asheville, listen to the podcast, check it out. Meetups, it's a personal development meetup where I am going to put myself out there to let other people know that, this is my story. This is my rags to, not riches, but rags to the bottom of the barrel to climbing that ladder. That I've been down that road. I've filed bankruptcy. I've lost everything. It's funny the other day when we were talking about struggling that, when you struggle really, really bad, like when there's a power outage for like the weather, and the first thing I think it goes in my mind is, dang, did I pay that bill? I mean, when that crosses your mind, you've struggled. And I've struggled, but there's other people out there that have struggled and came to the other side. I found my mentor, Sam Crowley. He's done the same. He's filed bankruptcy. He's gone through this tough times. But he kept fighting and working, found other people that are going through the same situation he hasn't gone for their dreams. And it's okay. It's okay to say you've struggled. It's okay. People look down at you for struggling. They've never tried anything. They've never taken a chance. But the people that have struggled and succeeded, they get it. And that's why I started this meetup, just to tell other people that, hey, it's okay. It's okay to struggle. It makes you stronger. And there are other people out there. You are not alone. I keep thinking that Michael Jackson song, "You Are Not Alone." My singing ability is absolutely awful, but you know what I'm saying. That song, that "You Are Not Alone," it makes me feel like, hey, I'm not alone. I'm not the only one going through this. I got people. I got friends I can call and lean on. And I know there's people on the other side of you're going up this mountain. There are people that have come down the other side that are in the free and clear. And I guess long story short is, if you are doing these things, send me an email. Let's talk about it. Fear should not enter your life anymore. The biggest fear is not going for your dreams. That should be the real fear. There are other people out there. There are other people that have struggled. There are other people going through the same things that you're going through. And you have to reach out to find these people. Because I'm telling you, it takes stress off you. It takes stress off them. It makes you feel better. You're not alone. We're all in this together. I appreciate listening to the podcast. I hope you got something out of it. Like I said, it's a little bit of a topic that I know people think about but just don't talk about. Because I truly believe that is a concern, but it shouldn't be a concern. If you're out there thinking the same situation, reach out to me. I'm going through it. I can help you go through it, I promise. We'll talk about it. Jeremy@jeremytodd.com. Check it out. Check out the website, jeremytodd.com. We're going to get that sucker up and running this week. Got big things going on this week. That's another interview I'm working on. So things are going to get good. Things are getting better. I'm excited about them. I appreciate you tuning in. Hop on that Facebook page for me. Like it. There's a lot of good motivational stuff on there. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Special happy Father's Day to my dad. I talked about my dad in the podcast a million times. He was always there. He's the reason I try and go out and stretch myself and get on different levels and try new things and work hard. I mean, it's the work ethic, the strong moral character. That's where I got everything, was from my dad. So I hope that you're enjoying this Father's Day. Show some love to your dad, grandparents, all that good stuff. But like I said, I appreciate you tuning in. This is The Positive Side.